Good morning, children. Sai Ram. I hope you all are well and safe at your homes, and I hope you all are doing regularly study. Children, today we will start a new lesson 11. It's a poem, One World, written by Safdar Hashmi. Let's read about the poet. Safdar Hashmi was born on 12th April 1954 and died on 2nd January 1989. He was a communist, playwright and director, best known for his work with street theatre in India. He was also an actor, lyricist and theorist, and he is still considered an important voice in Indian political theatre. He was an activist of the Students' Federation of India, that is SFI. He was a founding member of Jan Natya Manch, People's Theatre Front, Janam for short, in 1973, which grew out of the Indian People's Theatre Association, that is IPTA. He was murdered in 1989 in Jhandapur while performing a street play, Halla Bol. The poem that we will read now is actually a dialogue between Akbar and Birbal. This poem is also a translation of Hindi poem Duniya Sabki. So let's read about first Akbar. Muhammad Akbar, who was born on 15th October 1542 in Umarkot, it's now in Sindh province, Pakistan, died on October 25, 1605 in Agra, India, the greatest of the Mughal emperors of India. He reigned from 1556 to 1605 and extended Mughal power over most of the Indian subcontinent. Now let's read about Birbal. Birbal was born on 1528 and died in 1586. He was Prime Minister of Akbar. He was one of the 9 advisors and most responsible member. He was the first person after Akbar who accepted religion, Deen-e-Ilahi. Birbal was famous for his presence of mind and his intelligence. Akbar and Birbal's stories are very famous for their moral wit and intelligence. Akbar was the king and Birbal was his courtsman. Birbal was witty and Akbar depended on him for tough decisions. These court stories later became famous Akbar and Birbal stories. Now let's move on to the text. Let's begin with the explanation of the poem. You know old Akbar. Cross his path. At you he threw. Do you know old Akbar? Children, do you know Akbar? I hope you all are familiar with the King Akbar. A torrent of words on how much he knew. I have seen the whole wide world, you bet. The moon, the stars, sun and set, mountains, forests, rivers, streams, islands, oceans, the wave that gleams, town and village, big and small, house and hearth, I have seen them all. So, whenever someone used to pass across him, he used to say that I know everything. I have seen everything in my life. I have seen the moon, the stars, the sun, how the sun rises, how the sun sets. I have seen forests, rivers, streams, islands, oceans, town and village. Everything I have seen. I have visited, I have went, I have conquered so many places and things. I know each and everything. In those days, the kings used to fought battles and they used to conquer particular region. That's why he was boasting that he has seen each and everything. Now, second paragraph, children. Give me the people, give me the crowns, success and failure, ups and downs, drums and cymbals, playing cards, theatre, entertainment, all of the arts. I have watched the wheel of politics turn, saints and sinners, what's left to learn? As far as I can see, all of things belongs to me. King of the world am I, say, this one truth nobody dares deny. That means, so he is telling that I have seen people, I have seen crowns, I have seen the success and I have seen failure. I have also seen how the wheel of politics is changing. I have seen the saints and sinners as well. So there is nothing left for me to learn as far. I can see everything that is there belongs to me and nobody can deny that. So in the first stanza and in the second stanza, we can see the boastful nature of Akbar. Now third paragraph. Now Akbar had a minister, Birbal. Now third paragraph. Now Akbar had a minister. Birbal was his name. Slim, slender, slightly built, ever ready to play the game. Akbar had a minister whose name was Birbal, and he was slim and slender, ever ready to play the game, means he was every time ready for play the game. He saw the bug his king had caught. He was sharp, not one to miss. Pride it was, he knew for sure, that made the Badshah speak like this. So Birbal understood that because of Akbar's proudness, he is speaking in this manner. So he saw the bug his king has caught. Bug means an insect or an illness. Birbal understood that what kind of illness he is suffering from. Akbar is suffering from an illness of pride. Next paragraph. One day a stroll King Akbar took across the rambling palace grounds, and right there in the courtyard tripped on someone that he found. Red with anger Akbar got, he unleashed a mighty jab. Get up, you sadhu, Akbar shrieked. Listen to me, don't gab. This courtyard that you make your bed belongs to me, to me. Each leaf, each blade of grass that grows is mine. Can't you see? That means, so one day he was walking in his palace ground across the rambling palace grounds. Rambling means large and spreading out in many directions. Stroll means to take a walk in a leisurely manner. One day Akbar was taking a walk in a leisurely manner, and right there when he was walking, he found someone was lying there in the courtyard. So Akbar became very furious. He was very angry and he is telling, "Get up, this courtyard belongs to me. Without my permission, you cannot lay down here." There one sadhu was lying, and Akbar was got angry. He was saying that without my permission, you cannot lay down here. The sadhu, next paragraph, the sadhu raised his neck just so, scratched his ear, twitched his nose, stretched long and lazy arms and legs, cracked first his knuckles, then his toes. Eyes half closed, he spoke with ease. "Each blade of grass, so fresh and green, is yours, you say, and then to tease, deluded you have been." Though Akbar was furious, the sadhu was not at all angry. Akbar was furious, but sadhu was not at all angry. He was calm and he was not at all worried. He was very comfortable in that position. Now sadhu speaks, "Each blade of grass, every grass is yours, you say." He is telling no. Sadhu said no. How can it be? He is just teasing up. No, you are telling no. You are telling right. This can't be yours. Next paragraph. Akbar growled and growled some more. "Get up. You get up. You make me sore. The grass, the green, all the leaves, the hives of all the honeybees, each minaret in Fatehpur, my friend, all the walls from end to end, dome, window, every door, stone on rock and sand on shore, every bit of grit and grime is mine, all mine, only mine." Akbar is telling, "You are making me upset. The grass, the leaves, the hives, each minaret in Fatehpur, all the walls, dome, window, every door, stone, rock and sand on shore is mine. All things are mine." I hope you all have understood the poem. That's all for today, children. We will continue the rest part of this poem in part 2.